Today, thousands of protesters gathered in Washington, D.C. to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. People from over 500 groups across 22 states took to the streets calling for an immediate stop to the Israeli bombing of Gaza. And you see that there. The Israel-Hamas war is now in its 29th day. Now, the conflict began with the October 7th Hamas attack, Israel retaliating with airstrikes and a ground invasion into Gaza. The Palestinian death toll has surpassed 9,400. Here's ABC's Chuck Severson with the latest.
Israel's bombardment of Gaza continued on Saturday, the military striking a UN shelter in northern Gaza, according to the UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency, adding the death toll is not immediately clear. That attack part of a series of airstrikes as Israel escalated its ground invasion and encircled Gaza City. ABC's Ian Pannell embedded with Israeli troops at an undisclosed location inside the Gaza Strip.
You can hear the sound of gunfire, of tank fire. You can see the Israeli troops here. You can hear the sound of explosions and thick black smoke rising in the distance. This is one building I can show you. Obviously, something that was a civilian building. What the Israelis say is that Hamas have used these kind of buildings, using civilians as essentially shields to launch their attacks.
Meanwhile, Hamas continues its strikes against Israel, launching rockets into Ashkelon in southern Israel Saturday night. IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari says Israel's ground forces reported that they are in control of every battle and have the upper hand. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jordan Saturday, meeting with 6 regional Arab leaders, reaffirming U.S. support for a humanitarian pause in fighting as opposed to a ceasefire in order to get hostages out and aid into Gaza.
It's our view that a ceasefire now would simply leave Hamas in place, able to regroup and repeat what it did on October 7th. None of us can accept that. No one would find that tolerable.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying Friday Israel is going full steam ahead unless the estimated 240 hostages believed to be held by Hamas are released. While in Delaware Saturday, President Joe Biden expressing optimism about a pause in fighting to get hostages out and aid into Gaza.
Mr. President, any progress on a humanitarian pause? Yes.
Chuck Severson, ABC News, New York.